Every day is a wonderful day to be alive. My name is Matt, and I want to personally welcome you to my channel where my mission is to help you grow in your creativity. This space is a welcome one. Whether you are a new artist, experienced when blocked, or free, creatives, this YouTube channel is for you. Get ready to go on a journey with me to have incredible artistic breakthroughs. Now we're going to discuss everything from freeing your inner creative genius to tools that will help you grow as an artist. I hope that this will help you find the courage to create and inspire you to share your dreams with the world. Like many of you watching, my creative artist has been wounded many times in my life. Every play that I've presented is like a child, and I nurture it from the depths of my soul and vulnerably present it to an audience waiting for its approval or disapproval. Most of my projects I've created have moved the audience. However, there are those moments where words were spoken and they shot daggers in my heart. I've had people tell me, "You're a good director, but you'll never be as good as me." I've had people shout slurs at me back when I was an actor. I've had people say, "That play was too dark," even though that was the purpose of that play, but it hurt. It hurt deeply. And the first thing that I want to say to you is that if you've dealt with those feelings of insecurity, I deal with them too. I deal with them on a daily basis. Those phrases, those things people say, they create wounds in our soul. They create artistic blocks. I feel that fear that is keeping you, and at times has kept me from reaching my potential. Every single artist feels that fear. I call it the "I'm not good enough" syndrome. Augusto Boal called it the cop in the head, that thing that keeps on saying, "No, this won't work. No, you're bad, blah, 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 blah." So let me be the first to say, you are good enough. You are talented enough. The stuff in your soul that wants to create needs to be heard. It's my belief that everyone who wants to be an artist has something within themselves that needs to be expressed for the world to be a better place. Now, my artistic work reveals truths about the world that no one else in the world can share except me. I have a particular way of sharing things with my art that no one else can express in that particular way. You can't create the art that I can create, and I can't create the art you can create. Because art comes from the soul. It bubbles up and says, "This is what the world needs." We need your voice. We need your talent. We need your courage to create. So we're going to go on a journey. We're going to go on a journey together on this channel. We're going to look at our creative blocks, both mine and yours, and we're going to kick them in the teeth. I'm going to share my regrets and fears as well as my triumphs. Together, it is my hope that you thrive and that this makes the world more empathetic, more caring, more compassionate, and more colorful than it was before you started. So I want to take a moment to share some phrases that held me back in my life. Here's the one that every artist has felt. You can't make any money doing that. Well, I have to say, yes, I can, and I have. Artists can never be happy. They're all depressed. I can say I'm pretty happy. And my art, and when I do it, it makes me even more happy. This one I mentioned earlier, your art is too dark, too hopeful, too thought-provoking, too this, too that. Look, my art is made for the people it reaches. It is not to anything for anyone. It's just enough. It's perfect for the audience it needs to reach. Too often as artists and human beings, to be honest, we're held back by what others say and what others do. So I want you to take a pen out. Work with me on this. And I want you to write out the phrases you say in your head that keep you from following your dreams. Write those ugly fears down. Name them. Own them. Write those voices that control you. Some people may not like writing. Draw it. Draw that monster with phrases like little comic phrases on the side that tell you you're not good enough. Now, after you've done that, I want you to take a chance, take a moment, and reverse those statements. And then after you've written down those reverse statements, say them out loud. I'll give you some examples. Something that I say every day is I say, I am enough. I am a prolific and talented director. I am a prolific and talented actor. I am a prolific and talented singer. My art is good. My art heals the world. The world wants me to succeed and my art to succeed. I am capable of facing my fears and doing it anyway. Write at least 5 of those phrases, those affirmations, and say those out loud. Say them with passion. Say them with gusto, even if you don't believe them at the moment. Maybe you're depressed right now. Maybe you're going, I've got this thing I want to share, but I don't believe in myself. I don't have this. I don't have that. But I want you to take some time and put those things out in the world of saying, I'm good enough, because you are. You are fantastic. You are beautiful. You are amazing. And now I want to even challenge you further. I want you to take time and say these phrases to yourself every day this week. Either right when you go to bed or right when you wake up. Say those things out loud so that you're sending that self-compassion, that self-love to yourself every single day. The next thing I want you to do is something that I learned actually fairly recently. I was in a creative slump, and my mom bought me this very famous book. It's called The Artist's Way, and it's about healing your creativity, which is a lot of stuff that we're going to go through in this channel, but we're going to go through a bunch of other stuff as well. And one of the signature things that Julia Cameron, the writer of that book, says is to go on an artist date. Well, what is an artist date? An artist date is a time you set aside every week to do something fun for your inner child artist. Because our artist is a child, and our artist child loves to play. Here's some of the things that I do for my artist child. So I've gone on nature walks. Sometimes that bores my artist child. I've played video games. I have gone to art museums. I've gone to modern art museums. I've seen a movie by myself. I have gone and eaten some exotic cuisine by myself. I've gone go-kart racing. I've done laser tag. I've done all sorts of things to feed that kid within that wants to play. Now, that single act, doing that once a week, will totally change your life as a creative. If you're only doing one thing and all you see is this dark tunnel vision of how you create work, see what happens when you start filling the well with creativity, with hope, with love, with all these other things, and you'll start seeing your art begin to evolve. A comedy may appear. One of the things that I find interesting is one day my artist child was like, let's go shopping. I don't like to shop. Adult Matt doesn't like to shop. I usually go to like one store and it has everything I need. I usually get really colorful stuff, but I go to one place, right? And, but this day, my artist child was like, let's go to Five Below. I'm like, okay. My adult self was like that. I go in there and I'm like taking my time, browsing, looking around, and I stumble on some paints. Okay, now I've been a director and a writer. I've been in the theater for years and years and years. I've been very successful in it, but I have never been a painter. Well, apparently my artist child didn't like that. And my artist child goes, I want to paint. So I bought the paints, bought some canvases, came home. I'm still on my artist date at this time. And my inner child looked around at the furniture in my house and was like, this is brown. Matt, you're colorful. And so I went, and instead of painting on the canvas, I got these paints out and I just started painting. My furniture is very colorful now. I'll show you some pictures on there. And it expressed my playful side. These paintings express my emotions, and these paintings make me happy. And this is a wonderful reason to go on these artist dates. The sky's the limit. You may think of big things like going on a vacation to Hawaii. That'll fill the well. But it's expensive, right? Unless you live in Hawaii. But these simple things. One day I drew comic books, right? I don't know what your artist date is, but whatever it is, go for it and see what happens.